We will look at locks where one user holds a lock on a row or multiple rows and the other user starts waiting for the lock. We have three sessions here: HR in a session ID 46, HR in a session ID 47, and system, that is the DBA account. Let's reconfirm the user. So this is HR with SID 46. This is HR with with session ID 47, and this is system. Okay, so let's have this 46 session ID take out a lock. Copy emp is a copy of the employees table. So he has updated that row, but he still holds a lock on that row. He has not released the lock because he has not issued a commit or a rollback. Now the other user comes in. It doesn't matter whether he is updating the same column or a different column. The lock is at the row level. So even if he tries to update a different column, he will have to wait for the lock. So now he starts waiting. 47 is now waiting. There is no activity happening here. While 46 has held a lock for the row that he has updated. Now system comes in. So system can see that session ID 46 is currently waiting for a message from the client. The next message from the client could be a commit or a rollback or another update or any other DML statement or even a query. He doesn't know what the next message will be from the client. Session ID 47 is waiting on a row level lock. Okay, that's the wait event for a row level locking. It can be one or multiple rows being locked by the locker, and you can see blocking session shows up as 46. That means 47 is waiting for 46 on this event. Is there any other view which we can use? Yes, we can use $lock. Let's do a describe of $lock first. So here we can see that session ID 46, this is a session lock which is not documented. It has been held for 271 seconds. So we can ignore that for the time being. 46 has a DML lock which prevents modifications to the table structure. That's of type TM. It prevents table modifications. It's a DML lock basically, and it's on object ID 114198, and it has been held for 130 seconds. Session 46 also has a transaction lock on one or more rows. You can see the lock mode held is 6, that is the exclusive lock. So it prevents any access to the same rows, and it is blocking one user, one session somewhere else. Session ID 47 also has a TM lock, which is a DML lock preventing changes to the object covered by this ID. It is of lock mode 3, which is less exclusive than number 6. And you can see 47's TX lock is not held. L mode 0 means he is not held. He is requesting an exclusive lock. So you can see from here 46 L mode 6 and 47 request 6, means this 46 is the holder of a lock and 47 is the requester of a lock. What is 114198? That's the copy emp table. So this is how we identify locks from the VDollar lock view. Let's run this query again. You can see the C time has incremented. C time is how long that lock has been held, since when was it created. So 130 seconds was what 46 had held. Now that 130 seconds has gone up to 249 seconds, and 47 has been waiting. Is a request in exclusive mode. He has been waiting for 222 seconds. We run the query again, and we can see now session request type 6 is waiting for 245 seconds. Once this guy commits, session ID 46 commits. Okay, we can see that this update has gone through. Let's look for locks now again. Now you can see 46 has no lock other than the session AE type lock. 47 now has a TM lock on the table because he has an active transaction on the table one on the object 114198, and a TX lock. Now he is holding that lock. The L mode 6 means he is holding a lock and he is not blocking anybody else. While earlier you could see 46 was holding a lock in L mode 6 and he was blocking somebody else. So this is how you identify that 46 is holding a lock and blocking somebody else, and 47 was not holding a lock but was waiting for a request on a lock. And from VDollar session you could actually identify the blocking session. 47 was waiting for a lock held by 46. If 47 would also to commit or roll back, there is nothing now in the locks. Another identifier for transactions is VDollar transaction. So VDollar transaction shows that undo segment number 2, there is one undo record in use, one undo block in use, and the transaction started at this time. We can actually join VDollar transaction to VDollar session. So here we have issued a join between VDollar transaction and VDollar session based on transaction address is identified as TADDR in VDollar session. So 46 has been holding a lock. The username is HR and this is the time the lock started. If the transaction were to grow, now he is updating many more records, and we can see there is more undo records. An undo record does not exactly match a table record because it's in a different format. The only thing you can identify from undo records increasing and undo blocks increasing is that the transaction is growing. It does not really mean that 110 table rows being locked. You can see the number of table rows locked are much higher. These are undo records in undo format. It just shows that there are possibly multiple table rows being locked. So we saw two different methods of identifying transactions. One is from VDollar session, where you can see session 46 is waiting on an event, but 47 is waiting on 46. And on $lock, where you can see $lock shows 46 is holding a lock in L mode 6, and 47 is waiting for a lock in request mode 6. And the other view we saw is $transaction, which you can actually join back to session, and it tells you when the transaction started and an approximation of the size of the transaction. Undo records does not really match to table records, but growing undo records means it's a growing transaction. Thank you.